Sugar, a sweet enemy we often underestimate. Now, who hasn't fallen into the enticing, sticky web of sugar? For me, it started off innocently. A little bit of sugar in my morning coffee, a sweet treat after lunch, a soda with dinner, but soon these seemingly harmless indulgences turned into a daily routine. Before I knew it, I was consuming more sugar than I ever thought possible. My energy levels were erratic, my mood was unpredictable, and my sleep? Well, let's just say it was far from sweet. That's when I started to realize the hold that sugar had on me. It was more than just a sweet tooth, it was an addiction. I knew I had to make a change. I made a decision, a commitment to myself. To quit sugar for 30 days. It seemed daunting, a colossal task, but I was determined. I was ready to face the challenge head on. And so, the journey to a sugar-free life began. The first week was like a roller coaster ride. Every day brought about a new challenge. The initial couple of days were deceivingly easy, as my body was still burning off the leftover sugar. But by the third day, I started feeling the withdrawal symptoms. The lack of sugar made me feel lethargic, and I had a headache that seemed to linger all day long. I was irritable, my concentration was off, and the cravings were hard to ignore. I was surprised by the intensity of these cravings. I found myself thinking of sugary foods at odd hours, and I even dreamt about them once or twice. It was almost like my body was rebelling against me, trying to get me to give in and eat something sweet. But I was prepared for this. I knew this was a part of the detox process. It was my body's way of telling me it was used to having sugar and it wanted more. But I was determined to not give in. I decided to channel my energy into other activities. Instead of reaching for a candy bar, I reached for a book. Instead of a soda, I chose water. The mood swings were another hurdle. One moment I would feel fine, and the next I would be engulfed in a wave of frustration or sadness. It was hard, but I realized that these mood swings were temporary. This was my body adjusting to the new norm, and I needed to give it time. And as the days passed, I noticed subtle changes. By the end of the week, the headaches had lessened and my energy levels were beginning to stabilize. I was feeling more alert and less reliant on sugar for a pick-me-up. The first week was indeed a roller coaster ride with its ups and downs, but it was also a learning experience. I learned about my body's dependence on sugar, and I learned about my own willpower. It was tough, no doubt about that, but the desire to conquer the sugar addiction was stronger. The first week was the foundation for the rest of the journey. The first week was tough, but the desire to conquer the sugar addiction was stronger. The second week brought a mix of struggles and victories. As the second week unfolded, the initial withdrawal symptoms started to subside. It was like emerging from a fog, with the world around becoming clearer and sharper. You know, it's almost like your body is thanking you for giving it a break from the constant sugar onslaught. The energy levels started to pick up. It was not the kind of sudden, explosive energy you get from a sugar rush, but a steady, sustained kind of energy. The kind that keeps you going throughout the day without any crashes. It was a refreshing change, a newfound vitality that made the days seem brighter and tasks seem less daunting. But it wasn't all rainbows and sunshine. There were moments of temptation, especially during social gatherings. Imagine being at a birthday party with a beautifully frosted cake right in front of you, or at a dinner where everyone else is enjoying a dessert while you're sipping on your unsweetened tea. It's in these moments that the real challenge lies. It's in these moments that you have to remind yourself of why you embarked on this journey in the first place. Eating out was another challenge. You'd be surprised at how much hidden sugar there is in restaurant food. From sauces to dressings, sugar sneaks its way into the most unsuspecting of dishes. So, it was a lot of label reading and asking the waiter about the ingredients. But every time you resist a craving, every time you make a healthy choice, it's a small victory. It's a step towards breaking free from the sugar addiction. It's a sign of your willpower flexing its muscles. And with each passing day, the craving started to reduce. It was like the body was slowly forgetting its dependency on sugar, and this, my friends, was the most rewarding part of the journey. The second week was a testament to the power of perseverance and willpower. The third week was the turning point. A shift in the narrative was visible as the third week of this sugar detox journey unfolded. The once daunting challenge of saying no to sugar was gradually becoming a second nature. The body started adjusting to this new norm, and the mind was beginning to accept it too. Let's talk about the progress and changes that were experienced in the third week. As the body continued to purge itself of excess sugar, a noticeable improvement in overall health was observed. There was a newfound vitality, a sense of lightness that was hard to ignore. The lethargy that once seemed like a constant companion had taken a back seat, replaced by an energy that didn't ebb and flow with meals. The body was no longer relying on sugar for a quick energy fix, but was efficiently burning stored fat for fuel instead. Moreover, the mood swings that were all too common in the initial phase of the detox had subsided. There was a sense of emotional stability, a calmness that hadn't been there before. The brain was no longer on a sugar-induced roller coaster ride, it was operating in a more balanced, harmonious way, which had a positive impact on overall mood and well-being. The desire for sugar was now less of a nagging craving and more of a distant memory. The constant hankering for something sweet post-meals was no longer there. In fact, there was an increased appreciation for the natural sweetness found in fruits. A simple apple or a handful of berries now tasted incredibly sweet and satisfying. The palate was changing, evolving, learning to appreciate the subtlety of natural flavors unmasked by the overpowering sweetness of sugar. The third week was a revelation, a testament to the benefits of a sugar-free life. It was a powerful reminder that it's possible to break free from the clutches of sugar, to retrain our taste buds, and to experience the profound impact it can have on our health and well-being. The final week was a victory lap. It's here that we start to see the finish line. But instead of feeling exhausted, we're filled with a newfound energy and vigor. This final week, it's as if we've broken free from the chains of sugar and we're sprinting towards the end with a sense of triumph. Our bodies are now fully adjusted to the absence of sugar, and oh, what a difference it makes. We're waking up feeling refreshed, our minds are sharper, and our energy levels are consistent throughout the day. No more mid-afternoon crashes or late-night sugar cravings. It's as if we've tapped into a secret source of energy, and it's all thanks to cutting out sugar. Our meals now are a symphony of flavors, unmasked by the overpowering sweetness we were so used to. We're tasting food in its purest form, appreciating the subtle sweetness of a ripe tomato, the crisp tang of an apple, the creamy richness of an avocado, and then comes the realization, the shocking realization of how much sugar we had been consuming before. It's in almost everything we ate, hidden in our breakfast cereals, our salad dressings, our favorite snacks. It's as if we had been living under a sugar spell, and now we're finally free. This journey of sugar detox, it's not just about weight loss or looking good, it's about feeling good, about taking control of our health, and making conscious decisions about what we put into our bodies. But the most surprising thing? The desire to continue this sugar-free journey even after the 30 days are up. Because we've tasted the sweetness of good health, and trust me, it's far more satisfying than any sugary treat. We've battled the sugar dragon and emerged victorious. We've discovered a healthier, more energetic, more in control version of ourselves. And that, my friends, is the true victory of this sugar detox. The final week was a celebration of the strength and determination that led to the victory over sugar addiction. Life after sugar was like waking up to a new dawn. It was a new beginning, a fresh start where things seemed a bit clearer, brighter, and more vibrant. The overall experience was indeed an eye-opener, revealing the extent to which sugar had been ruling our lives. Detoxing from sugar brought about several noticeable changes. The first among them was a significant improvement in health. There was a noticeable reduction in inflammation, resulting in fewer aches and pains. Energy levels saw a steady rise, making it easier to get up in the morning and stay active throughout the day. The mood swings were less frequent, replaced by a more stable, more upbeat mood. The decision to continue this sugar-free journey was an easy one, considering the multitude of benefits it brought along. It's an adventure worth embarking on, a challenge worth accepting. Remember, it's not just about denying yourself something, it's about discovering a healthier, happier you. Quitting sugar was not just a 30-day challenge, it was a life-changing experience.